10 Steps to Turn Your Perfect Startup Business into Reality. A successful startup business starts with an idea, but it has to be implemented. The fact that makes the founders of startup businesses different from other people is their willingness to take action to make their idea a reality. If you are wishing to leave your day job and come out as a founder, it might be helpful to reflect and make a plan, but when you have made up your mind, you have to start working really quick. Once you have done this, then you have all the balls in your court, and according to us, startup business is a big step. A checklist of the steps for startup business. Doing market research is the first step to knowing if you really do have an idea that should be pursued. Start your research by penning down what you think the problem is and how your startup business can help the audience out there solve it. Gather all of your research material when you are finished, as they will help you in securing the funds later on. You will have to follow the process of intellectual property (IP), which refers to the process by which an individual or a company owns the rights to curate a product. Branding is not just about choosing a name, it is also about deciding the appearance of your idea. Choose a name that conveys the experience of using your product and the solution your startup business is giving to the problem. Know any existing product successes or failures associated with the name you choose and how they may affect adoption. This is also when you write and internalize your elevator pitch so that you know exactly what to say when someone asks what your company does. It is a very big step for a startup business to incorporate because there are so many aspects of the startup business lifecycle that is inculcated with it, and are affected by it. It is the process of turning your startup business into a legal entity and knowing how it will be structured. Basically, a startup business will be incorporated as an LLC, a C corporation, or an S corporation. As our body is nothing without a backbone, in the same way, the best idea for your startup business is nothing without support. Moreover, there are some investors that get to know the founding team even before knowing the idea or startup business they are considering investing in. In addition to style and personality, you should think about how you can work together to accomplish goals through your startup business, as you will be working together every day. The best way to start your startup business on the right path is to write a good business plan. Now, create your plan of attack and decide your accomplishment with your new startup business. The aura and surrounding of the place where you work do have an effect on your startup business as you are just raising from the ground. First, decide for yourself that should you have a mentor as a founder? Even with the combined expertise of you and your co-founder, a mentor will provide deep industry insight and wisdom to help you overcome some of the challenges you'll face during the process of building your startup business. Consider applying for an accelerator if you need some additional resources and expertise. Accelerators are programs for startups that boost business growth by providing a network of mentors and sometimes a small investment. Additionally, their companies can participate in these programs to pitch the media and other members of the startup business community during a demonstration day at the end of the program. Taking the startup business to the next step needs financial investment in the company. Founders give equity in their companies to angel investors or venture capital investors in exchange for money and, sometimes, advice. While capital investments can be immensely helpful, they do have a dark side that needs to be understood before you proceed. You should decide how much money you need to raise and how it will affect your startup business before raising capital. The next step is to figure out how you're going to raise it, through crowdfunding, angel investors, or traditional venture capital companies. Obviously, this list is not exhaustive, and the complete set of steps you will need to take to start your startup business will depend on your specific circumstances. Nevertheless, these steps will help you get started and are on your way to a public launch.